This is the Wizard News.
Roswell and Area 51 are alien playgrounds just for fun. Government-sanctioned mind control. Told me Santa Claus lives at the far North Pole. It was Stephen King who shot John Lennon. The web address ends in .heaven, so it must be true. Or am I going insane? Global warming can't be real. Walt Disney's head, hey, what's the deal? Barack Obama, brother, say no more. Crisis actors far and wide say Elvis Presley never died. Like Jimmy Hoffa, Princess Di, Norma Jean was killed by the FBI in the Denver airport underground. Emilia Earhart can be found. She lives with Andy Kaufman and Bruce Lee. The world is just a hologram. The Titanic an insurance scam. The face on Mars looks just like Henry Ford. Jack the Ripper wrote Alice in Wonderland. Queen Elizabeth was indeed a man. They stole the election just as planned. The deep state follows you across the land. And Paul is dead but not Tupac. And Jesus Christ will soon be back. But when he comes it's safe to say he'll be the leader of the NRA. And Woodstock never happened. Even Shakespeare was a lie. Monsanto poisoned your corn on the cob. And 9/11 was an inside job.
Conspiracy theorists get a bad rap in popular culture. Yet, research has shown that most Americans believe conspiracy theories of some sort. Why then, if most of us believe conspiracies, do we generally think of conspiracy theorists as loony? New research from the University of Illinois Chicago has found that it is because people are quite bad at identifying what is or isn't a conspiracy theory when it is something they believe. The finding held true whether people self-identified as being liberal or conservative. Conspiracy blindness became less pronounced when study participants took more time to consider whether something was a conspiracy theory and when they were given a definition of conspiracy theories to consider. The research is published in PLOS ONE. A lot of people believe these things, but it just never occurs to them that they may be a conspiracy theory, said J.P. Prims, the study's author. Prims found their way to this research after realizing that they believed a conspiracy theory, that oil and gas companies deliberately hide information on climate change. Prims showed that people were bad at labeling their beliefs as conspiracy theories across 2 studies, each with roughly 250 online participants. The first study asked participants to read summaries of news articles, half of which came from mainstream outlets that did not contain conspiracies, and half from conspiracy news sites that did. The second study was similar but used statements that either did or did not include a conspiracy, as opposed to real articles. Examples of the conspiracies included that pharmaceutical companies push state governments to require vaccinations, or that 5G wireless networks pose health risks. Participants rated how true they thought the article or statement was and whether it contained a conspiracy. In both studies, the more a participant believed the conspiracy article or statement, the more difficulty they had recognizing it as a conspiracy. Participants were less likely to correctly identify conspiracy theories when they made their decision quickly. The second study included an additional element. Half the participants were given a definition of conspiracy theories at the outset that included 3 elements. A group of powerful people is working together to accomplish a goal. They are trying to keep their work secret and they are acting at the expense of others. The other participants did not get this definition in advance, yet all participants were given a checklist of these 3 items when considering whether every statement contained a conspiracy. Those who had been specifically told this was the definition of a conspiracy theory were more likely to correctly identify conspiracies. In this second study, identifying something as a conspiracy theory did not make people less likely to believe it. This finding is important for those who believe that debunking conspiracy theories will prompt people to change their beliefs. The goal should perhaps be to make people more aware that they are not alone in their belief in conspiracy theories, Prims said. Having your beliefs labeled as conspiracy theories can be very alienating, they said. Recognizing that this is much more common than we think might address some of that isolation and those feelings of disconnection from society. Source: phys.org, April 8, 2024.
All the truth, it must be known. Please share it in a tweet or post or podcast on your phone. So look into crystal sphere, I'll show you what's to be. Where all the world comes crumbling down in grand conspiracy. So ask me no more questions, I'll tell you no more lies. Or just close your eyes, I'll sing you this conspiracy love.